From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
All American News brings you our people's contribution to America and freedom. There is no transportation problem for the youngsters of Denver, Colorado when they want a much-needed vacation. They have that vacation right in their hometown. One of Mother Nature's pets, a spider monkey, performs for the kids. He's imitating Tarzan or vice versa. The great outdoors, a playground. This youngster isn't a bit shy. This huge outdoor zoo has all the attractions of a circus, plus fresh mountain air. Plenty of recreational equipment for healthful exercise and fun is provided by the YMCA for this stay-at-home camp. A hiking trip up the mountains, surrounded by some of the most wonderful scenery in all the world. Atop one of the peaks, in the midst of natural forest, is buried the famous hunter and showman, Buffalo Bill. Arnold Bannister, Y Executive, tells the story of William Cody, Buffalo Bill. Dr. Roderick Brown conducts an examination. He is on the federal government staff of medical advisors. His fame as an expert on tuberculosis causes him to be in national demand.
Following VE Day, I asked Lieutenant General Lucian K. Truscott, Fifth Army Commander, how the Negro troops in that theater had impressed him. He said, quote, Negro artillery, tank, recon, tank destroyer, combat engineer, ordnance, and quartermaster troops under my command have done an exceptionally fine job, unquote. Lieutenant General R.C. Eaker, now Deputy Commander, Army Air Forces, and then Mediterranean Allied Air Force Commander, told the 332nd Fighter Group and 99th Fighter Squadron flyers in my presence in Italy that, quote, by your magnificent showing, you flyers have made, since coming to this theater, you have not only won the plaudits of the Air Forces, but have earned the opportunity to apply your talents to more advanced work than was at one time planned for you, unquote. General Eaker told me in June of this year at Fort Knox in Kentucky that because of the work he had seen Negro flyers do overseas, he had selected their overseas commander, Colonel B.O. Davis, Jr., to prepare a composite bomber fighter group for combat in the Pacific. I saw Negro soldiers do a grand job. These generals were also favorably impressed.
The beautiful voice of Madame Lillian Ivanti was a highlight of this gala party. And Todd Duncan, singing star, was among the artists. It was all to honor Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, notable American leader. Shep Allen, a theater executive. He introduced the charioteers who sing Happy Birthday. For Mrs. Bethune is just 70 years young. Secretary Wallace was a principal speaker at the Washington event. And the guest of honor attempts to express her gratitude. The General Service Engineer Regiment is composed of Negro enlisted men. This group is stationed in Burma. With the aid of the drafts and blueprints prepared by one unit, another goes about the job of surveying the jungle. Here a bridge is under construction. This sector is a vital spot in the Jap theater of war. It is now a Yank stronghold where these preparations are made for the advancement of more and more troops. Another project is the straightening of a river so that it will flow directly under the bridge instead of at an angle which would wash away fortifications. This is called an orientation meeting, where the men are briefed, that is, they get definite instructions and orders governing their important work. They do surfacing and grading as well as construction work. Every camp has its chapels and its various religious services. And here in Burma, Sunday night is the time for worship. The fellows enjoy the talks, and they particularly like making the jungles ring with old-time hymns they sang back home. Hymns from hearts filled with hope and courage.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.